What is up, everybody? We are Level Up, and we don't have a DJ today, but Keenan, we kind of do. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Level Up. I am Steve.
And I'm Keenan. And Steve,
What
I'm
up?
loving the music. It ain't no DJ, but I mean, it's still pretty good.
You know, if we had a DJ, which we do, and he actually had the time to be on the show and wasn't so busy starting his new job at Vendor, heading up BD, my Lord. And when we do, it's going to be great. I was telling you, Keenan, it's like whatever her name is, Jess King. She's like super pregnant. My wife rides Peloton to her every morning. And she's got this DJ who just stands there. And he's just kind of like, yeah, like every once in a while, like the Paul Newman to his David Letterman. And so that's kind of the vibe we're going for. Keenan, what do we got going on the show today, man? We got a couple contestants coming up in the pitch pit. They're hype. They're ready. And they're not here backstage. So I'm a little nervous, if I'm being honest, but they'll show up here.
Yeah, I can ping them real quick. Yeah, we got the pitch pit. We follow up with the email. I mean, we can start with the email. We can change it up. I mean, you know, we can be on our toes. Be agile.
On our toes, man. Tell me first, though, how was your Christmas? How was your holiday? Morning, Reg. What's up, brother?
What up, Reg? Yeah, man, it was good. I can't complain. I do a party every New Year with my family that I always enjoy. So that's always a lot of fun. What about yourself?
A lot of puppy stuff, man. We got a Newfoundland, and I've, a couple times lost my ish, you know what I'm saying? Because he gets up every 2 hours to go potty. So it's been a lot of lack of sleep. New job, I'm over at Reggie now, heading up commercial revenue, and it's been super fun getting used to that team and just a really smart team. And so I feel really, really honored to be there.
There's
Mike is, oh, look at that. No, we don't want that, Mike. We're going to shoot you the other link. It's all good, brother. Keenan's got you taken care of.
I got you, dude.
Keenan's like the operator on our show. He's the glue guy. Keenan is the voice of reason. I am the sporadic planner who decides to play lo-fi hip hop. That's not that great, but it was okay. Good morning. What's up, Siobhan? All right, we're gonna get our contestants backstage here. So while Keenan's doing that real quick, guys, I just want to. There's been a lot of talk about ChatGPT, right? I was telling Keenan before the show, like literally my mom's talking about it. My aunt's talking about it. Like, what is it? And I'm pretty sure you all saw the valuation the other day for OpenAI. What up, TJ? That's on the Facebook feed, by the way. I did that sneaky, Keenan. But $27 billion was the valuation. That's insane.
Wow.
VCs are pouring money into AI right now when everybody's saying that VCs are kind of, what's up, Kashif? Not putting money in, but I'm seeing companies who are in this ChatGPT ecosystem really, really getting funded well, which is wild. So I think that's been interesting to see that. We've got a pretty rough economy right now in a recession, but yet we've got someone who's getting valuation at $27 billion, like 2.5 years into this thing. And a lot of people forget, by the way, myself included, that Elon Musk, ever heard of the guy? Was one of the originals, the OGs in OpenAI. So like he's now coming up with his own version of ChatGPT, which is like the people's ChatGPT. So it's wild. Robert, I got a link coming to you, brother. Check your,
Yeah, I sent them the one on the calendar, but I don't know if it's not working, then try sending another one.
Yeah, we're all good here. Keenan, I'm going to take over that. You talk to the people here a second. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Give us 30 seconds and we will get this taken care of.
Cool. All right. Awesome. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, I like this little Q&A.
Dude, I had no idea that Elon Musk was part of that.
I just found out last night when I was researching it. I got your guy. All right, guys. This is the fun part. When we said we need a producer, we weren't kidding. So it's
he was one of the original backers of the company.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
All right, they're coming in now, guys. We got them taken care of. What
yeah,
up,
Dean.
Mike?
27 billion.
27 billion. Yeah, just go. I mean, it's insane. I thought it was 2.7 billion. I was like, that's insane. And someone's like, no, it's 27 billion. Wow, we're packed today. So I like it. We got backstage. I want you to introduce our first contestant on the pitch pit, and we're going to get rid of this music. But Keenan, the pitch pit, let's introduce him. Let's get the first contestant up.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce Mike. I don't have Robin's form, so you'll just have to do it for him, since I think you guys work together. So Mike Figarelli, He is from Chicago, just like me. He has 18 years of door-to-door sales. He sold lawn care, baked goods, snow removal, windows, insurance, roofing, anything you can sell at a door. Right now, his product is rooftop solar panels. The problem they solve is, I mean, pretty obvious. You can imagine. Get energy, decrease carbon footprint, decrease energy costs, and his ICP is Illinois homeowners with energy bills in excess of 100 per month. So this is going to be interesting and fun. Steve, what do you think? We treat it like he's knocking on my door.
I can't
You
hear.
can't hear.
Mike, welcome to
settings,
the
Mike.
pitch pit. This is the nervous music we give people right before they get on, so they kind of freak out and get really nervous. What do you think of it? Are you ready?
You can't hear us?
Oh, the music. Oh, my God! You got me freaking out right.
Look at that. We can hear you, Keenan. I'm gonna take this one. You're gonna take Robert, okay? Just because I work with Robert, so that would be weird for he'd be a little biased there. But Mike, here's how we do the pitch bit, right? It's ring, 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 and you're off and running. So it's like a cold call. Everybody, it's not like a sit down in the boardroom with Donald Trump on The Apprentice kind of pitch. This is more of what we do on the grind on the day to day. So, Mike, say hi to everybody, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna start with the ring, ring, ring.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Steve.
This is Mike with Sun and Us down there in Dallas.
Okay, how can I help you?
We work with following up on the Jobs Act. I don't know, last September.
Hey, Mike, you're cutting up a little bit right now, so I think we got to fix the audio. It's just clipping out right now a little bit.
Okay.
So I think what we're gonna do is let's try one more time, and if not, we're gonna get Robert up, who's backstage right now, and we're gonna fix the audio and come back to it. So either way, let's test it one more time. Mike, are you there?
All right. Ring, hello, hello.
It's still happening.
How do I sound?
Yeah, we'll get back to it. I think it's a little bit of a connection. Okay. So 1 second, Mike. We're going to put you backstage. We'll have you up to right soon. We're going to bring Robert up though. So I'm going to introduce Robert because I had the joy of meeting Robert this week. Robert messaged me, the other day, if you will, and he said, "Hey, it's awesome. I'm looking forward to joining the team." And I was like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" And super credible SDR. The guy's a boss. He was taking a 4:30 a.m. appointment today, or 5:30 a.m. on the West Coast. And when I asked him to sub in for Amelia on the pitch pit, he was like, "Yeah, I'm in." So Robert, you work at Reggie AI. You're in your first week as an SDR. Welcome to the pitch pit on Level Up, brother.
Welcome. Super glad to be here. And so happy to get the opportunity to either make a fool of myself or, luck up on camera in the first week as SDR. So let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So Keenan is going to be on the other end of this. And obviously your ICP, CRO, VP of sales, head of sales development. Tell us all real quick before we go ring, ring, ring. What does Reggie AI do? Or more importantly, what problem does it solve?
So very high level, Reggie AI helps go-to-market teams create personalized copy more effectively so that their sales teams can have more time selling and their messaging is more effective and lands better with their prospects. And right now, we're seeing a lot of issues with the current, with all the changes right now with how profitability models are being flipped on their head and, projections kind of thrown out the window for the next 12 months. Teams are really struggling to understand how to really be effective with their sales and marketing alignment as well as their go-to-market, just like functioning and messaging and what's really landing with customers. So we are helping teams really, save a lot of time in personalization as well as just being able to enable best practices at a scale that's, giving them the ability to get immediate value, which is super important in today's current tech stack situation.
Yeah, man. So. Well, okay, I get it. Keenan, do you get it?
Yeah, well, I don't want to get it too well because he's going to be cold calling me in a second.
All right, Robert, you are up in the pitch pit.
All right.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring. Hello. Oh, am I supposed to? Okay, let's start over. I apologize.
Go ahead. You can say ring, ring, and then go for it.
All right. Take two. Let me get this over here. Okay, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Keenan. It's Robert from Reggie AI on a recorded line. How are you doing?
Not bad. It's Friday. Can't complain.
Oh, definitely can't complain. I was just curious, who's managing and creating the cadences and collateral for your SDRs right now?
Well, we have I'm VP of sales, and we have a director of business development who's hands-on on that stuff, but I guess I oversee it to an extent.
Okay, and how are you guys currently handling that?
Well, the director of business development reviews their sequences. We let the SDRs create them themselves, and then, um, you know, if there's certain sequences we notice that are working well, we look into what might be causing that, and if there's ones that aren't, then we give them feedback and help them fix their sequence.
Whoa, so back me up if I'm wrong, but you guys have your SDRs kind of have like that full front center creating the sequences first, and then you would go and review that. Like, how many sequences is your team running right now? Like,
Mm,
your
each
head?
one like just like in an outbound sense,
Yeah. Just if you're outbounding, like, how many total sequences does your team have active?
probably like 20.
20. Okay. And are you able to get like valuable A/B testing out of that as with that many sequences running at once? Like, what are you guys trying to understand how to pitch the personas better, or just like curious why what the current review setup is?
Um, Sorry, I'm not following exactly what the question was. Was the question like what we do to review the sequences?
Yeah, because I mean, right now, is it working well for you having like 20 sequences running at the same time? Like, do you guys find that effective?
I mean, yeah, it works all right. I mean, and Robert, not, I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little confused on why exactly you're calling. You just been kind of asking questions about what we do and not sure exactly why.
Yeah, let me back that up a bit too. So, give you some context. I'm calling from Reggie AI. We are a content platform for go-to-market teams. Very simple, like high level, Reggie helps drive higher engagement in your sequences and helps your rep personalize at scale. And right now, it sounds like with your current setup, you have your reps creating sequences to go after their target accounts. And how are you guys kind of like scientifically measuring the efficacy for the effectiveness of all this noise kind of?
Well, I mean, we have outreach and tells us open rates and click rates and response rates and things like that.
Okay, and is it working out for you? When did you guys bring outreach on?
Like a year ago.
A year ago? Okay. Is it ROI good? Like in terms of is it working out in terms just like solving the problems you need to get that SCP?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really. It's kind of hard to know exactly what the ROI is, but I
Oh,
mean,
you guys, I mean, outreach is that's such an expensive platform, and I mean, it's a premium too. So, uh, hey, I mean, you guys have a lot of systems in here. Would you be interested to like see possibly like how Reggie might be able to bring more ROI in terms of your current setup? Because without understanding how your current stack is bringing you value back to your like all the investments you're putting in, I think it'd be worth at least valuable to your time to see how we can might be, bridge that gap a little bit in terms of just like being a bit more efficient.
all right,
Um,
Rob, we're gonna cut it there.
okay. I know.
Uh,
I had a feeling I kind of started messing up in the end there, but
that's
yeah,
all
go
right,
ahead.
man.
Robert,
Steve,
you're in your first week on the
yeah,
job.
first
Like
week,
the
man.
fact that you even like volunteered to do this, to me shows a lot. So number one, like the initiative is great. I mean, you're still going through it, and it's actually great to hear because I can hear in your voice at least sort of what you're picking up during call it the training, right? And that first 2 weeks, we're sponges, right? We think we get it, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, you do the demo," and you're like, "What? No, I'm not ready."
Yeah. On
And
the fly, I'm like, uh-oh, this is a lot tougher than I thought. So
dude, you did great. Like you have a very, very tempoed, and Keenan does too. So like I was kind of falling asleep in a good way. Like I was very relaxed, but between Keenan's like, like,
no,
yes, I'm not interested. He's a stone face killer, man. And so
yeah,
like,
yeah. I was feeling the pressure. So
yeah, yeah, that's good, man. I'm going to give it a 3.7 out of 5. That's my score. Keenan, over to you.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, around 3. 3 out of 5. And I don't know exactly what that would line up to. I would say it was like probably about average. For someone their first week, I think it was good. But in terms of like a cold call, like what I would think would be really good, I think that was a little average or a little below average. And to give you specific feedback, I'll just be quick. Um, the main things people are wondering when they get a call out of nowhere is who are you and why should I care? And I think that should be something that you want to answer really quickly. So that would be my main feedback is like find a way to answer those. Maybe people already have heard of Reggie. So if you lead with that, right? If it's someone in the tech space, like you
Yep.
can already say like, hey, I'm calling with Reggie and just get to the point. They've probably heard of you. You just need to like better understand what you do and then ask for
Yeah.
the meetings so they can learn more. But yeah, I'll leave it at that because are we going to try to bring in Mike again, Steve? Or
Yeah, we're going to bring Mike in. So here's what we're going to do, Robert. We are going to say collectively, like, I don't know what score Keenan gave you. I don't know if we did that, but Keenan, did you provide like a
Okay.
numerical?
It was a
yeah,
three.
is it what's a 3? Is a 3?
A
Yeah, I
three's
think
average. Yeah.
like a 3
He's
point.
average.
Yeah, 3.
Okay. Well, we have right now a collective score of 3.35. So, Robert, we're going to put you backstage. And once we have the winner, we're going to bring them up and celebrate a little bit. So, Robert, go ahead and silently judge Mike while we bring him back into the room. Thank you so much, brother. And I know you're going to do awesome at Reggie. And again, like super awesome to see the initiative. Talk about one way to ramp quickly, right?
Yeah, great
No,
job,
no, yeah.
Robert.
It's giving me some pressure to do better too. So
Yeah, man. Everybody give Robert some love in the chat, please. Thank you so much. For the guys who are showing up in the audience, like number one, thank you. Like if we were doing this to nobody, it would kind of suck, right? I mean, but Robert, you got some fans out there who believe in you. So let's connect with Robert on LinkedIn, guys. He's got some great stuff. Robert, peace out, brother. We'll see you probably soon. Maybe you're head backstage.
awesome.
All right, Mike is back. Mike, how are you doing, man?
1, 2. Can you hear
No,
me?
it's-
I'm good.
I think it's still happening.
It is breaking
hear
up, and I
me?
think it's the computer mic or the Wi-Fi. It seems like.
Let's see. What do you want me to do here?
That's great.
Is
Whatever
it
you
still
just did worked.
Oh, no, it's not working.
All right.
Mike, we're gonna have to bring you probably back.
We're gonna
next
bring
week.
it back.
Is anyone
We're
from-
gonna go to Headset
Hear me now?
Advisor. Does anybody know the people over at Headset Advisor here? Let's send Mike let's get Headset Advisor to sponsor the show.
Let's give me a
And we're gonna send Mike a headset. And we're gonna bring Mike back next week with a Jabra, and it's gonna have 2 gold little puffies on it. And they're both gonna have dollar signs on the
Do it.
side. So Mike, when you show up next time, like you're just gonna kill it, and you're gonna have the most ridiculous headset ever known to man. Mike, give everybody some parting words. You'll be back next week. Say hi to everybody real quick and tell them who you are. And we're gonna cut it over to Keenan doesn't even know what's next, which is the best part.
Well, if you can hear me, Mike Figarelli. I'm from the Chicago for lower costs.
And he lowers costs. I like it, Mike. We'll see you next week with the Puffy Golds, brother. Be good, and I can't wait to hear you. I think you're gonna pitch me, so it's gonna be exciting. Plug in your router with a cable. Steve Rosenberg says, "Yep." There we go.
All right.
We'll get it figured out. Steve, thanks for that. Thanks for the feedback. That is probably one of the 3 things I'm guessing. Mike, peace out, brother. Robert, we're going to bring you back. You didn't know this was coming either. But here's what we get to do. Now, there's a lot of talk about, people and, gurus and influencers or whatever on LinkedIn who, oh, you don't do this anymore because, all you do is post on LinkedIn or whatever. But truth be told is Keenan and I do cold call often, right? And whether it's social or LinkedIn or email, like we're doing this every day. No matter what the title is, that's why we do the show. So Keenan doesn't know this, but he's going to pitch Robert right now, and he's going to tell everything to Robert about what he does, because Keenan is one of the absolute best cold callers I've ever met, and I don't think you all have had a chance to hear it yet. So Keenan, you've got like 3 minutes total. But Robert, you didn't know this, but Keenan, what do you do? What's your ICP, and what's the problem you solve? Robert, now you get to be the boss and give it back to Keenan.
Hey,
and
man,
you automatically win the pitch pit because Keenan can't win.
All right.
Okay, so and I didn't see this coming either, so everyone just keep that in mind. I'm doing this fresh also, so this is gonna be
That's right.
fun. Robert, so basically it's a direct mail software, and so we sell to marketers, and so basically we help them send direct mail in a better way. So basically think about like direct mail would normally be really manual to send, but with Lob, it's kind of more like sending emails through outreach in a sense.
Okay. Cool.
So it
I'd
might
love to
be,
learn more about it.
yeah,
So,
cool.
yeah.
All right, so you'll be whatever, VP of marketing, director of marketing at a e-commerce company.
Sure.
Cool. All right. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, it's Keenan. I'm calling from Lob. I know you might not be familiar with us, but reason why I'm calling is that I was speaking with a couple e-commerce marketers the last week, and it seemed that minimizing churn was pretty high priority for them, but they've had trouble reaching a lot of their customers because they unsubscribed from email. And I saw that, you given that you're director of retention marketing, I thought maybe that might be of interest for you. Am I barking up the wrong tree here, or?
Yeah, that's definitely my title. What do you guys do?
So it's a direct mail software. Basically, it's going to allow you to reach people. So you probably have a window of time when it's best to reach out to people, right? Usually, I mean, what is it, like about 30 days for you?
Yeah, give or take for our cycles.
Okay. So what I've been hearing is that direct mail really hasn't been a good fit for reaching out to customers that have churned, because by the time you notice they churned and you get the mail delivered to them, it's been so long that it's not really effective anymore. And then the other thing is that it's also hard to reach them digitally because they've unsubscribed from, if they've churned, they're probably losing interest, unsubscribed from email, and there's no really way to reach them digitally. Does that kind of resonate at all with you?
I see what you mean, but right now there's just we don't have the kind of bandwidth to bring on like new products or anything right now. So um, it's kind of like we're just trying to tread the water as much as we can with current tools. So are you
No,
guys yeah what do you guys do like specifically though that like kind of like lowers that risk
yeah, I
of
mean,
the
I
customers?
completely understand. It's something that I'm hearing a lot, especially given the macro. I mean, is it a budget thing? I mean, have they minimized your spending? Like, what exactly
I mean,
did you
yeah,
mean by
we're
treading water?
everything's pretty much frozen. We're waiting on just more budgetary approval. So it's like right now I'm just have my hands tied. So
Okay. And when
yeah,
do you expect that to open up? I mean, when is the freeze anticipated to end?
I'd say probably within 6 months if we're lucky. Is right now. I mean, we just letting you know, like we had a lot of people were just let go from my team. So
Hmm.
I'm not, I'm trying to do my best to, not get my head caught too. Yeah, as you can tell.
No, look, that makes complete sense. I mean, Robert, if it's all right with you, I know you've been asking some specific questions on how exactly we do what we do. If it's all right with you, can we put something on the calendar about 4 months out? That gives you about 2 months before spending's freed up, and we can kind of chat and you can get a better idea of exactly what we do. So when your budgets do free up, you already know whether or not we're a good use of your money.
Yeah, actually, that sounds good. Go ahead and also send me some more information as well, just so I can, learn more about what you guys do in the meantime.
Okay, we'll cut it there.
Okay. Oh, Steve.
What'd you think,
Oh, there
Robert?
we go. No, it was I mean, I've tried to give him like some random multiple like objections like
Yeah,
combined, and no, but Keenan was on it. He knew exactly kind of how to maneuver that. So very impressive.
yeah,
And he kept his cool. And he knew how to kind of close it as well as too. He understood that like, hey, um,
yeah.
probably doesn't sound like I'm going to be able to close a quick one with Robert today, but
Yep,
he did sound interested, and it sounds like
yep,
there's opportunity to have another conversation when there's more bandwidth, right? To
yep.
so,
Cool and
what
calm.
did you think, Keenan, about how I kind of were kind of leading you randomly there? So
I thought it was good. When you said the budget issue, I think one of the hardest things about sales or about cold calling is you have to be able to hear something, and like your brain is like, I want to get the meeting, I want to get the meeting, I want to get the meeting. Like there's just that kind of like monkey brain that just really wants the shiny thing. But every time you say something, I have to be able to pause and like respond in a way that I really think is going to be effective. And so when you
Yep,
said that, my gut was like still like push for the meeting or push against the objective of like the spending. but instead I just went with it and kind of like used it to book the meeting. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that also made me feel more confident in like having that conversation as well. So
yeah, exactly.
mhm.
I like it, guys, and I think the days of like the aggressive cold call are over. Um, like the pressure tactics, right? Like I'm in a time capsule. This is my one chance, right? Because inevitably, Robert, it would be great, right? If you were to prospect Keenan and he's not interested, and now you're engaging with him on LinkedIn or whatever, and now 9 months later he's interested because he has a problem and you might be able to solve it. So that continuum of the follow up is where Keenan does a really good job of like framing up that it's okay. Like it doesn't need to be right now. And then you sort of frame yourself back and say like, oh, by the way, I'm the expert in this. And so when it is time, like to me, like that's the way that they're gonna reach out to you then. Not just because you say you are, but by proving you are, right? Or at least you have some expertise, Robert, or passion for the field, or things that Robert. There's things that you can send people that aren't, call it Reggie, but it's about the space you're in, like the open AI evolution, things that are happening, the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's still about Reggie then because it's contextually in the conversation, which I think that's like where things get good, really, really good. So, Robert, thank you so much for joining us. Keenan is going to take over the email portion. I'm actually going to dip because I've got a 9 o'clock call that I've got to be on. So Keenan is going to walk you through the last couple of minutes here, everybody, on some email stuff. It's, I think, probably one of the better parts of the show. It's not as exciting, but you're going to learn a lot because Keenan knows how to slate email and he's going to do the non-AI rewrite. Normally I do the AI rewrite, so you can see the two back to back, but we'll get back to that next week. We had some technical difficulties. So let's see this, Robert, before we get to the email, any parting words for everybody before we kick it over to Keenan solo?
No. Just super happy to be here, have this experience to learn community and also thank you so much for everyone in the audience for support. Yeah, let's go get it. It's a new year, new hustle. Very excited for this year for all of us.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. Keenan, take it away, brother. Bring them home with the email and level up. Everybody, peace. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your coffee, water, day, dog walks, whatever. Peace.
All right, y'all. So I'll make this quick since I know I want to make sure we get out of here as close to 9 Central as possible. And this email, actually, I don't have too much crazy feedback for because I actually thought it was really good. So I thought I'd change it up, show an email that I actually really liked. So this is what it looks like when it's in my inbox. And so when I click on it, this is an email from, his name is Chandler over at swag.com. And so he says, "Hey, Michelle, I heard you received a sample from swag.com, and since then we haven't heard from you." And then he puts this funny GIF, whatever you call it. And then if you could help me understand what happened here, and if you're open to having a conversation about what the current state and future of Swag looks like for you and your team, that would be amazing. Let's chat. Here's my calendar so you can pick a time that's convenient for you. Your friendly ghost hunter, Chandler Wilhoit. So I actually really do like this email. I think if I was to ding it in any way, if I'm being picky, one might be that it might be pretty tough to get this into the primary inbox since he has a lot of stuff going on in this email, as well as this GIF, whatever. And so that's kind of my one thing. And another thing is this is kind of risky, right? It might land well, it might not. And so that's something that you have to keep in mind is that this is probably going to be really effective for people that actually find this funny. And there's going to be a lot of people who are like, screw this guy, this is just stupid, and they'll be upset by that. So my email rewrite is this. I took a more safer. This is how I personally would do it. So it's not necessarily that his email was bad, but this is how I would personally write the email. So the subject is your swag. Hey, Michelle, I noticed you received a swag.com sample, but we haven't heard from you since. Usually when that happens, it's one of two things. You're really busy or the sample sucked. Would you be open to sharing which it was? Thanks. So I don't go directly with the email request. I just try to get a response, which is just me asking for her feedback, for Michelle's feedback. And so I try to make it a really low pressure ask, not for a meeting, not for anything. I'm just asking for her feedback. And I put in some humor, right? I'm being safer here. So I put in some humor that says, or the sample sucked. So I'm trying to put in some humor. Maybe it'll make them chuckle, maybe it won't, but it's safer. right? It might not turn someone off. So this would be my email rewrite. I mean, I'm curious what you all think, but again, I really did like Chandler's email. So great job to him. And this would be my email rewrite, just a little safer, shorter, to the point, and better chance of it getting into the primary inbox. So, all right, y'all. Oh, Steve, let's end
I'm
this then,
back.
man.
Yeah, we got to end it. I couldn't even get to the meeting. So, Sean, if you're out there from Quantum Business in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, brother, I'll see you in 30 seconds. Keenan, I was still here, man. I heard your whole thing. So, everybody, level up. Make sure you serve the community well. We're going to bring Robert back in. Everybody wave. Peace. Bye, everybody. Level up. Peace.
Peace out.